It's that
Mm-hmm.
says that, right? The mind
Mm-hmm.
also says, there's birds in the sky. The mind also says the birds are separate from the sky. The mind also says that tree's separate from that tree. The mind says that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So non-dual means no separation.
Mm-hmm.
It only
Mm-hmm.
appears to be separate according
Mm-hmm.
to what? According to what? Appears to be separate according to what?
Well, this is the mind's labeling
Well,
birds and the sky and whatever else.
good. Now know that you need to come to know that to be an absolute truth,
Yeah.
not a
Okay.
concept, not an idea. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And to do that, you need to watch. You need to watch you're in the best seat.
Yeah.
You're in the best seat to observe what goes on in there, like you did today when you were driving or you looked up at the sky and you saw birds. You're starting to question, which is what you
Mm-hmm.
need to do. That's exactly what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to get you to see is this. You believe, up to now, you believe there's a universe out there. There's a sun and a moon and stars, and the universe goes on forever. And you believe that there's a laptop in front of you or a computer screen in front of you now. Yeah, you believe I'm sitting here with you. Like you believe you're sitting on a chair. There's all this belief system that's going on. And what I'm trying to get you to see is the mind. It's only the mind, along with the fact that you are conscious, that creates that. What's actually there is not what this is saying is there. What's actually there? Now, I'm not saying what's actually there. What I am saying is what this says is there is wrong. Including, this also says, me is here, you are there. Duality, me, you, dual. Yeah? I'm here and I have feelings, dual, me and the feelings. I'm here and I'm observing my thoughts today. Why? I just want to be in the present. Two, it's still dual. Yeah. So I'm trying to get you to see what is it that creates the seeming duality. Because it's only seemingly dual. Like, I could ask you to imagine, but I can't even do that. But I'll ask you to imagine. Yeah. All thoughts cease. What happens to duality?
Stops momentarily, but it comes in again.
Just go to the ceasing bit. All thoughts cease. Is there a tree now? Is there a sun now? Is there a moon now?
No.
Is there any?
No, because I did this last night with something. I stopped thinking just for a second. I looked at this car and I just said, well, just stop. And then, yeah, momentarily.
I'll give you an idea of just how incredible the mind is, okay? When you look at a car, you believe you see a car, correct?
Yeah.
Really?
The mind.
Okay, so when you look at a car, you see the car, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. What happens when you shift your vision to the rear wheel only? And just focus on the rear wheel. Do you still see the car?
No.
Good. So now focus on the antenna of the car. Just the antenna. Do you see the car?
No.
You're seeing the antenna, aren't you? Yeah, good. Let's make it a bit smaller. Let's focus on the door handle of the car. Just the door handle. Now, can you see the car?
No.
Good. Now let's go to the right, the very right-hand side of the door handle. And I want you to focus your attention there now. It's the right-hand side of the door handle. Focus right on the right-hand side of the door handle. Do you see the door handle now?
No.
So what do you... I see a car. Really? Really? Do you see a car? Do you really see a car? What does seeing a car actually mean? It would mean I see the car. We don't see the car. You can't. Your eyes can't do that.
Yeah.
I see a tree. Yeah, well, look at the tree, right? It's a big, huge tree. I want you to look at the far right-hand side of the tree and just focus in on the furthest leaf to the right-hand side of that tree and just focus on that leaf. Do you see the tree?
No.
Okay. Focus on the base of the tree where the trunk is just coming out of the ground. Focus there. Do you see the tree?
No.
Okay, and I can say, okay, now let's come up to the middle of the trunk of the tree. Just focusing on the middle. The middle. There might be some tiny little mark on the bark or something, right? Focus on that. Do you see the tree?
No.
Good. At what point do you see the tree? I'm trying to get you to see what the mind does, Yvonne. It's incredible.
It's splitting all over the place, isn't it?
Yeah, but it'll tell you it sees a tree.
Yeah.
The mind says, I see a tree.
So the tree, like, because like when I look, is it my mind creating that tree then?
Thoughts create the tree. The tree is nothing but an idea. Nothing but an idea. Even the idea, even the idea, Yvonne, that the tree's separate from everything else. Separate. Separate's dualistic, is it not?
Yeah. But is it
Non-dual
my
hang on. Not hang on. Non-dual is supposed to eradicate separation, is it not? No separation. Only one. All is one.
Yeah.
And we're using a dualistic instrument to try and discover that one. You can't. Now, I butted in. What was your question just there? Sorry.
So the tree that I'm seeing through my eyes, which is made by the thought, is it my thought or is it a collective thought or what is it?
It's only your thought. It's only yours.
Oh, that's crazy. But then when I talked to my friend last night and we were talking about
there's an agreed upon reality.
Yeah.
An agreed upon reality, yeah. But what you're looking at is not what someone else is looking at, even though you both call it a tree. What if you were looking at the base and the other person was looking at the top of the tree?
Okay.
You still both seeing the same thing? No. Not seeing the same, yeah. It's not, the point is it's not even a thing. Unless you believe space is nothing, like nothing, yeah, and things just kind of appear in space, and space has got nothing to do with things. Okay. Could you have a thing without space?
No.
What comes first?
Space.
Hello. And then we ignore the space and we say, no, that tree's separate from that tree. The things, whether it's a tree there or a tree there, are 100% contingent upon space. But our head says space is no thing, it's nothing, yeah? And as a consequence, that tree is separate from that tree.
So is it a bit like there's a canvas, which is the space, and then we paint things on that canvas with our thoughts?
Yeah, but there's no we or me or you doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just what this does. look, are you responsible for seeing? Are you doing any of that?
No,
Or is seeing just happening?
it's just happening.
It's just happening, isn't it? You got nothing to do with it. Zero.
Yeah.
Hearing, tasting, touching, smelling. Nothing to do with it. It's just happening. So too is that. So too is that. Yeah. Just need to try and separate you out from that and get to see what this creates. Not by itself. Yeah. There needs to be consciousness and mind. Because if you just had consciousness and no mind, all the things would disappear. There wouldn't be things anymore. There'd be no, you wouldn't distinguish anything being different from any other thing without that. Without the mind. No distinction. Nothing. Yeah. There'd be no duality. In the absence of mind, all duality ceases. That's why people make the error, and it's an error, of sitting in meditation for 10, 20, 30 years, trying to quieten that thing down. Because somehow they know that's the enemy. If I can quieten that down, if I can just experience this no thought state long enough, I'll awaken. Now, who is it that would be trying to do that other than a me sitting there meditating? And why would a me character be sitting there meditating in the first place? To get something out of it. People don't meditate for nothing. The only thing that wants something is the illusory me character. The only thing that wants. People meditate, I just, I get, look, okay, it's like they've meditated for 30 years, they got badges, and I did it with this person. Like, well, that's great. Yeah. Have you tried meditating on the meditator? Who the hell's meditating? Because people believe it's me that's sitting here meditating. Meditate on the meditator and see if that's true or false. Yeah. What creates me or you is the mind. You have to be conscious as well. You've got to be alive. Yeah. Without consciousness, there is no mind. You understand? Yeah. Like without space, there are no things. Yeah. So you need to be conscious. Yeah. That instrument that creates the seeming things is that. Your seeing doesn't. Your seeing, the seeing doesn't say there's a tree over there and a tree over there. Seeing doesn't say that, does it?
No.
Good. What does the seeing see? There's a question. Just watch. What does the seeing see? Look around the room. What does the seeing see?
What answer that? I don't know.
What does the seeing see? The seeing see.
Just see. I don't know. It just sees.
Yeah. What? What does it see? What does the seeing see?
Is it seeing? Is it seeing labels?
Here comes, yeah, well, no, the seeing's not seeing labels, but labels come up and then starts saying, that's a lamp, that's a laptop, that's a bottle, that's a mouse, that's a table. But the seeing doesn't say that, does it?
No.
Think about
The seeing.
the
See.
so
The
seeing
sees whatever it sees, and then the thoughts come in and say, "That's a plug. That's
okay. Yep. My question there is, what does the seeing see? In the absence of the label or the mind coming in, what does the seeing see?
things and space and."
That's separation.
Okay.
That's straight away, that's separation.
Mm.
Do you think the seeing sees separation?
No.
Does the seeing know separation? Does the seeing even know a thing? The seeing.
No.
It doesn't. So you've got seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, and smelling. Yeah. They're all a non-dual experience.
Mm-hmm.
Non-dual.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing doesn't say anything to you. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The seeing doesn't even see colour. The seeing doesn't know anything about colour. Nothing. The
Oh, God.
seeing. Yeah. Can you see? Now I'm trying to get you to see, yeah, the mind then filling in the blank. That's green, that's orange, it's red, that's purple, that's blue. Says what? The seeing? No. Says what?
Thoughts.
Thought.
Labeled. Thoughts.
Yeah. Okay, so there's 6 senses: seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, and thinking.
Mm.
The
Mhm.
thinking is the dualistic sense. There's your duality, the thinking sense. The other
Mhm.
5 that you're experiencing all day long, every day, are a non-dual experience.
So without the duality, we wouldn't be seeing anything. We wouldn't be hearing anything. We wouldn't be touching anything or tasting anything because there would be nothing. Is that right? Oh my God.
No. Look, if all your thoughts just ceased right now and just you went blank, 0 thoughts arose. Let's just, for argument's sake, say for the next 2 minutes, just for argument's sake, okay? All thoughts stop. Yeah. And I snuck up behind you and pinched you on the back. Do you think you'd not feel that because there's no thoughts?
No, I'd feel it because
You'd
it's
feel it. Then the
yeah.
thoughts would kick in and go, who was that? What was that?
Yeah.
But the immediate sensation would be, oh, before a thought even had a chance to arise. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. So just because there's absence of thoughts, it doesn't mean there's no seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, or smelling, but they're non-dual. There's no seer, there's no hearer, there's no taster, there's no toucher. Do you understand? There's just seeing, tasting, touching, smell. Do you understand?
And those
So
5 senses don't have any duality. It's just taste.
my question to you is, you tell me. You need to investigate. You tell me.
Well, the consciousness experiences. So what is it experiencing? It's experiencing.
In the absence of mind, all there is consciousness. In the absence of thought, all there is consciousness. And there's no division in consciousness. There's no separation in consciousness. Consciousness is not made up of things.